Hey everybody, this is David Shepard. I'm going to talk about my Mason Deluxe PAF. It's a new PAF I just came out with that I feel like captures the detail that seems to be missed on all of the other reproductions that are available today. And that has to do with the coil wire. Just to give you some background on PAFs, that I feel like all that stuff gets kind of hyped with marketing and smoke and mirrors and a lot of confusion on the way things are described. But just to get down to the facts, a PAF was a mass-produced pickup. The old PAFs had a slug side and a screw side coil, and each one of those were being wound on a different machine. So yeah, the machines would vary maybe on the turns per layer between the machines and number of turns, but they also had two different coils of wire winding with two completely different tolerances, maybe even two different manufacturers. But they certainly had wide tolerances on the 42 gauge wire back then. Some of the wire would be, a spool might be thicker and one might be thinner than the other, but they're both 42 gauge, just way different ends of the spectrum. And that's why you'd see so many variations between the DC resistance of the old PAFs. But to get to my point, the wire is the one thing that's overlooked. This is the stuff that's being used on PAFs. This is called 42 gauge plain enamel wire. It's kind of a dark purplish brown enamel coating. And this is what's being used today on reproductions. It's what I use. But all of the reproductions that are being made today just use one specification of this 42 gauge wire on both coils. And some of them, like I get my wire made to be within a certain tolerance, to be very consistent so I can have, consistency throughout my production. But what I've done with the Mason Deluxe is I've invested in getting two different specifications of 42 gauge wire made so that one coil is getting wound with one spec and the other coil is getting wound with the other spec. And that's the magic. That's where you're getting that variation. So you're not just offsetting the turns like all the other guys do, where you're doing the asymmetrical wind thing and you're tuning to a different frequency. You're also getting a different efficiency between the coils because of the tolerance of the wire. So that efficiency difference is giving that extra kind of, 3D, three-dimensional feel and dynamics to the pickup. Check them out, get you a set, and wait for more really, really cool things down the road. I've got a bunch of stuff cooking. So anyway, talk to you all soon and have a great day.